It is show day. I'll throw up a couple of just tracking photos for you guys, but yeah, feeling really good. Woke up right around 192. And just looking forward to the show. Have to go get the second coat of tan now, about 5 or 5:30 a.m. And then show starts at 8 a.m. But slept really well. Just got up once to go to the bathroom, which is always a good sign. No coffee or anything today because I feel like the caffeine does dehydrate me a bit. So just gonna roll through with some water and then have just a pre-workout supplement to take backstage to help get a pump. We'll take in probably 50 to 100 grams of carbs backstage before rocking up, and then we are ready to go.
Pretty odd. We had a couple blue and a couple reds yesterday, so we're still in the bodybuilding.
We're still in bodybuilding.
Yeah,
just
but
so happened that all those guys
had
were
black
wearing
trunks on. That was very odd.
Yeah, odd, and they were wearing some classic trunks mostly.
Right.
And yes, that class was not in our paper. So
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's still bodybuilding.
So we're in the men's bodybuilding open light.
Yeah, we're in the open
And
light.
they actually did a side tricep, so that kind of clued me in, and they did a most muscular as well. So definitely not classic. So classic poses, you won't see most muscular. You won't see a side tricep as well. So that's Miss Lily special right there.
No, that's not for me. Trying to be nice. So we have Devin Mason here and Jacob O'Neill. Just two.
So let's talk about the fact that these guys are making the poses look easy. In terms of, starting and then getting to the stage, you're going to have to make sure you go to the gym and work out, and do your nutrition, and posing.
Good.
Let me tell you, posing is the worst of the two of those other things because it's not easy. They're making it look easy, but it's hard because
that's
you're
through practice,
contracting.
so.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not easy, right? You're really contracting all of your muscles in your body at the same time.
It's not easy to do, but I mean, as you practice at anything, it gets easier. It's not easy to do. It takes work for sure.
I know when we used to prep together, we did it, but.
Well, we did pose in practice. We posed for an hour, so I mean,
yeah.
If you can pose for an hour, getting on stage and doing this is not hard work.
I always tell the guys when they're coming over for bodybuilding, I tell them you just got to remember you have 8 poses that you have to master.
Right.
Plus. I mean, those are mandatory poses, meaning you have to master. Plus, you have.
Then the next day, I will do my, scrub prior to getting my tan done.
But when you do your tan, do you prefer the show tan or do you prefer?
Well, do not do this. Go and get your. If you don't know what you're doing, go and get your tan done by the shows, right? Because you can schedule it to get done. I'm old school.
Well, no,
that's 4 and 4, and
right.
The only reason is you kind of don't want to give, you don't want to leave those guys out there.
Yeah, leaving two out or whatever,
Correct, and then just single out 3 only at the end.
Right.
But and there's nothing against a competitor, but every judge, head judge, does it in a different way.
Of course, it's not a wrong or right when it comes down to it. I just wonder what your preference was.
And some people say, well, you shouldn't care for their emotions, but I kind of do. I just want to make it look good.
And you know what I think that comes from? Being a competitor yourself.
Correct.
And I think that's what it comes from.
I wouldn't like to be singled out as the last 3
right.
in a class and then be like, oh, yeah, you're at the bottom 3.
And that's one thing I can say. With most of our panel, judging panel, experienced not just by just saying, by doing as well. A lot of us are, been on that stage, understand what it's like to be up there. So
Yes,
I think that's
sir.
a plus.
We have 16 guys in this.
Oh, it's a big group.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a big group. Definitely going to be a first call out on this one.
So let's talk about number 155. Could he have been a little bit darker?
Yes, I agree.
He has a good physique as well. So
Yes, he has a really good physique. And I think a lot of guys think that too much color is going to wash them out.
right.
That it's going to hide the details.
But you got to be super dark for that, though.
But most of the time, the details get hidden when you are not dark enough.
Yes.
And that's because of the lights, right?
Correct. The lights are. We're in a new era of LED.
Yes.
LED is bright, as you can tell. Look at how the guys on the left side look brighter than the guys on the right side. They all have the same lighting. The lighting is hitting them the same.
That's true.
The problem is that if you don't tan dark enough, you're not. It's the lights are going to wash you out.
It is. You'll be reflecting it back.
Correct. So for me, if I was the darker guy, of course I would prefer to be on these type of lights because it's gonna showcase me the right way. But if I'm on the lighter side with the tan, then of course it's not gonna do me any good.
So what do you recommend? Do you recommend tanning prior to the show before you get the actual tan?
Excess tan comes off, and then I go to the tanning folks, and I get one more spray tan. But it's what they call a top coat. And the top coat is just going to be a lighter version of the color, and it's going to, it does amazing. And I think the last guy that just went on stage, that's exactly what it looks for me.
Right. All right, we're bringing the entire group out now.
This is a large class.
You got 16 guys in this
Class
in this
B.
class. So I'm pretty sure
Open
they're going to go
class.
most likely with 8. Yeah, she said 8.
Yep.
144, 155, 156, 166,
All right, we got Tony Roberts out there. He's out there conducting the troops.
400.
There we go.
Okay, so we have this guy again, number 66? Okay.
Yeah,
Hopefully
he's on the end. He's
yeah.
catacording himself. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. You want the other judges from the other side of the room to be able to see you, so that takes a little bit of experience to know to do that.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got experience because he's making sure that he was turning towards the judges, but he's got a physique that the judges are not going to miss him.
Right. Well, he's not going to allow it anyway.
Yeah,
he's moving just enough.
I just wish he stayed on the poses.
Right.
And stuck to him. I think this guy 400 will probably continue to move in.
Okay.
We'll see. It depends on how he poses, He's posing a little too bodybuilding for me.
Right.
And on that note, do you feel like you should change the posing from bodybuilding to classic in a classic division, or does it matter to you guys?
I think it matters. Because, like I said, it's about fitting the criteria. So definitely.
Like 400, I would definitely move him in right next to number 166.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, if you put that guy right next to him, I think
I think he's going to start posing. I think.
Yeah, I would.
There you go.
I think, I would still move him in one more time.
And I almost want to say, what's his number 155? If he was darker,
yes,
man, he would definitely pop more.
I want to trade 155 or 156, to be honest with you.
Right.
I actually like 156 better than 155. That's my only thing there. Because from the back,
No,
his lats
which
is
one
bent
is?
Who's
155 and
150?
156.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
When he turned around, his back was ridiculous to me. Yeah.
150, 156?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy who had the nice back
Yeah,
in bodybuilding,
yeah.
and he came over to classic now. So he fits a little bit better in classic. Still needs to bring more size into the to quads, his leg area. So, but like I said, this is bodybuilding. This is about improving, your current physique. So doing shows like this gives you that testing that metal. It's how you get better.
Okay, guys, front double bicep. Side chest.
Any questions so far, Tony?
Oh.
Relax, face the back. Front double bicep.
Again, if you have questions, you can text us at 240-428-4611.
Face front, abdominals. And your favorite classic pose. And relax. Great job, gentlemen. Thank you so much. You can file off stage.
When you're doing those lower poses.
Yes.
But yeah, I used to do a lot, and just because I wanted to showcase the hamstrings and the glutes being striated, and all the twitching that the muscles do when you're coming up from the ground.
Right.
So that actually helped out big time.
Just make sure you practice what you call ahead of time before you do that.
Oh, yeah. Don't get on the ground. Can't get up. It's gonna be a bad day for you. That's all I'm gonna
Have
tell
you
you.
ever seen that of all the years you've been competing and judging? Have you ever seen someone go down in a downward pose and not be able to come up?
So I haven't seen the person not come up, but I saw the struggle where the
get up.
person kind of had to
Right.
turn to the side and then kind of push himself to kind of do a lunge to come back up.
Right.
And then he stumbled. So
Okay.
luckily he didn't fall.
Right. That's what I mean.
In I started judging so many years ago. I started back in Puerto Rico in '99, and let me tell you, thankfully I haven't seen someone.
So his light heavies coming on.
Second place, number 157, Devin Mason. Next, our champion, number 400, Jacob O'Neill.
How many classes in open?
She just did that already.
Wow. Amazing.
So in the open we have the lightweight.
Light heavy?
In this event, we have the
That was our
the
middleweight?
bantamweight.
Okay, we had a bantam as well. Okay.
We have bantamweight. We had a
Awesome.
Will you?
I don't know. I got a lot of ifs going on too, so we'll see.
And I will only be back if they bring back couples routine.
All right, well,
So
they're
I
bringing
can do
back
it.
couples tomorrow.
Couple routine. Yeah, so I can do it. Will and I are going to do couples routine.
All right. I'll give Jim a call, Jim Mannion, see what he thinks about all of that.
Outside of the top 5 in our open classic physique D class. We're going to bring them front and center.
All right, folks. I know you guys can't see him, but I have an amazing Olympian, men's physique Olympian from the area over here, Mr. Charjo Grant. Also, Lieutenant Colonel Grant.
Yes, sir.
Almost.
Almost.
Almost. It's at the finish line.
Yeah, it's almost there. And
Waiting
then
on those little bit of few signatures, and we'll be in the game.
yes, I know it's happening. So that's why I already called it.
That's right. We're gonna go ahead and call this one. We're not gonna wait for it to happen. We already know.
Yeah, we
Let's put
already
it in
know.
the air. Let's go.
I appreciate you.
Congratulations on your showing at the Mr. Olympia.
Thank you.
Congrats, brother.
And going back to the Olympia, how many times so far have you competed at the Olympia now?
4.
4 times.
4 times.
Four-time
Yes.
Olympian,
Nice.
Mr. Charjo Grant, one of the most accomplished pros here in the area of the DMV.
Right.
And we're definitely proud of you. We saw you start from the beginning here.
Right.
And now we see you at the Olympia. We're live streaming the event just to be able to see you. And I know in the audience is your newborn. Well, not newborn, but kind of freshly born.
Still new.
And of course your amazing better half. We always call him better half.
Right.
So definitely happy to have you here. Give us a little bit of an experience of how it felt to be at that Olympia for the 4th time. Is it as exciting as it was the first time?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's always exciting to, get back to the Olympia. That's the Super Bowl of bodybuilding, and when you are able to achieve that, that qualification to get back, it is always an honor and very exciting to get to show your physique and be recognized as one of the best in the world. Getting up to this Olympia.
And just like that, that's a wrap on the 2023 competitive season for bodybuilding prep. Kind of crazy, 42 weeks later. Just want to recap the Ben Weider natural show quickly. And then in the future, we'll definitely do some show breakdowns and whatnot. So not a conclusion to the prep series. Also have to do things like setting up the recovery diet, as well as some new things like the training programs and stuff. But hopefully you guys got to see some of the stream footage. Ultimately took second, or I guess you could call it last, in the light heavyweight to a very, very impressive Jacob O'Neill, who's been doing it much longer than I have. I think that's like 14 years he's been bodybuilding, just specifically awesome physique, cool dude. And congrats to him on taking the overall win and getting his IFBB pro card. Pretty crazy. And then for the classic physique side of things, honestly didn't even place within the top 5, so I don't know my placing exactly. In a class of I think 17 was what the turnout was, but very happy with the physique I brought. One of my arguably best to date, especially conditioning wise. Fullness, I feel like I lacked a little bit, but that was just from pushing the conditioning and just seeing how far we could take that. But yeah, overall very, very happy with what we brought to stage. And with that being said, hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy the content. It is Monday morning now, and we did just get out in Washington, D.C., do a bit of traveling, do a lot of good eating. Probably got a little bit of puffiness going in on the face already. But really looking forward to this off season, continuing to grow, taking a couple of years off. And coming back to the stage better than ever. But with that being said, if you did go on to enjoy this show dated video, definitely leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, have a great rest of your day and stay fat.